facilities. Just discussing with technically my overseer, if you will, here, where he would like to inspect next.
And these are your lackeys?
Technically, I've been hired for this role. They do inspections for prisons more often than I.
Yep.
Very well. I will be heading down to the maximum security with Mr. Hamilton. Please make yourself acquainted with the top layer here.
Of course. Thank you.
And he'll turn around and he will begin to, with his walking staff. You see that there's a little emerald gem affixed to the top as he's walking his way toward the stairs.
What's prison like?
It is operating on the central what's it called? Central cooling system. So there's central heating, I should say. So there is
We are not putting poison inside of the ventilation system.
Why not?
We are not putting poison.
I'm just saying.
You have to go to like the maintenance room.
We are not doing gas leak.
I'm just saying. What if all of a sudden there was dread amp in the air?
Fear gas.
What if
What are you, Scarecrow?
What if I did a mass fear gassing of the prison?
We need
Love is in the air. Wrong. Pure gas.
we need to talk about the morality of this team after this.
You just talked about pushing over a wheelchair-bound woman.
That's a
bitch
joke.
ass up.
It's called a joke. Let me
describe what you do. She
Okay, I get
takes 2
shot.
shots at you.
I get shot. Like, I'm trying to diplomatize her, and I'm guessing she's not hearing me. So I'm basically talking, and I get shot twice. And I'm stuttering on my words, and I'm just like, okay, that's enough. And I just wave my hand like in a circular motion, and then just do a sweeping, like a sweeping motion from the right side to the left, and just a big wave of like air just compresses her, but it basically breaks the window.
She's flying. Wheelchair barely intact. She's she falls towards the bottom of the brain.
Can she hit like the rail of the other side instead?
One of the rails as she's toppling over. She's like,
well.
And he says, yeah, I'm hoping once we get to Los Angeles, I'm able to see if the higher-ups will send me into more remote regions by myself. And he kind of stops playing with the yo-yo for a sec, puts it back on his belt, and straps it back. And he says, if you ever find yourself there in LA, I wouldn't mind giving you some information, perhaps in secret, here and there, about some activity with these Shizano Ikari.
Yes, that'd be helpful. Well, I am traveling around for a bit. There's evil everywhere. But LA, city of dreams, huh? Do have a tendency to fight the Shizano Ikari from time to time in Yamato. What did this person who, well, took out your friend?
This person, and then you hear me inside the prison. You go, and he kind of stops for a moment and goes, we can. And he kind of like trails off and he says, "Get your friend and stay at the docks. I'm going in." And he begins to run towards the entrance of the facility, as he commands the 2 guards to stay put.
What a beautiful story.
Well, I suppose
Anyway.
it's a signal, Liam.
Something like that.
I'll lead ahead of him. At this point, you hear an explosion go off on the stairs. You will need to commit to a jump. This will be an acrobatics.
How big's the jump?
Big enough you can make it. I will confidently assure you of that.
Is this a horizontal drop or jump?
Yes, horizontal. You're jumping across and downward.
Okay. See what I can do.
You do succeed as you jump across, and as you do so, Hamilton kind of stops his guards as they're kind of getting swarmed by the prisoners, and he says, "Damn it!" and he's just kind of frustrated and runs back. You have evaded them for the time being.
I can't believe Sutherland just went through an Uncharted set piece.
You and Haruno both. By feeble flickering overhead bulbs. The dank and quiet ambience amplifies the sense of isolation, but at this point this isolation has been broken up by 3 other individuals further in. You can see Akiachie in the distance. Weathered and beaten, the once polished exterior of her construct form bears the scars of enduring hardship. Weary strands of unkempt hair frame her face. The defiant glint in her eye pierces through the darkness. Despite weariness etched onto her features, she maintains a sense of cockiness and unyielding spirit that refuses to be broken. The prison cell is adorned with a simple cot and a small bolted-down table. The cold, unyielding floor seems to leech away any semblance of comfort, yet in the face of such adversity, her presence exudes a tenacity that transcends the somber surroundings. She is still remaining defiant. You see Dorothy Chambers, you see Zapakna, and you see Warden Ward, who is currently being patched up by her. What are you guys doing? How do you strike her down?
Harno is currently completely he's essentially not himself. As far as he's concerned, he wants violence, and he sees a restrained woman, so he will immediately leap at her and then just detach her skull from her body.
And as you do so, the others just kind of immediately look, and Hamilton's just doing a war cry as he just eliminate Chiakia. Say anything back to him?
Oh yeah? We are stupid.
You fucking... And he will try to go for a short sword strike.
You say that and he explodes.
Fair point.
In that case...
Liam, how do you want to do this? How do you knock him out?
Oh my god,
The
finally,
storytelling.
we're so
The storytelling.
Liam, clutches the short sword, and then so it holds him in, drags him close, and just sucker punches him across the face. Probably
As you
breaking
sucker
his
punch
nose.
him across the face, he instantly folds, and he falls onto the ground. Like
then
he
Liam
collapses into a V shape when you sucker punch him. He's just lulled on the ground, drops the short sword. I'll tell you this much: it cannot be Yamato because the country is so different to him. It's no longer something he's. It's a tragedy that his own country that he helped defend is no longer something he is emotionally connected to anymore.
He recognizes it's not the country that he fought for.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is just like Final Fantasy.
What am I fighting for?
This is just like my favorite Final Fantasy games.
The pilots scream, "We're gonna drop you off at 2 harbors!"
Liam nods.
Do I still like a whisper yell when you said that?
He was getting in the mood. And you guys will begin to fly away, leaving the chaos of the prison island behind, having freed likely over 100 prisoners, and having dismantled the institution itself for the time being, with one member of Shizano Ikari down. As you're flying away, you see some prisoners kind of like walking past the figure. You see Wakai and Reisa looking up at you guys as you're flying away. And without another word, you're gonna slowly make your way over to Two Harbors.
That was the first time I had seen the entity take over.
Well, I would say this calls for a group meeting whenever he graces us with his presence again.
Oh, let's hope it's him too.
If it ain't, well, it'll make it better that I would just shoot a projectile in his skull. I won't feel that bad.
It's still painful to die.
Oh yeah, but is he gonna come back as himself or as that thing?
Praying
It's-
that he should come back as himself, because he himself is a kind man, very gentle, just knows his way around combat, and that entity is just something else entirely.
So that's 2 casualties.
You killed someone again, Kaida?
Well, to put in the situation in your to put into perspective, she pulled out the gun, shot Sutherland, then she reloaded, shot me again. At that point, the mission was everything was going to shit. I tried to knock her away, emotions got into way, and I might have pushed her a little bit too hard. Instead of knocking her out of her chair, I knocked her through the window.
And you knocked her down 60 so feet.
Yep.
What's done
Listen,
is done, as they say.
Listen,
Liam will
listen,
just facepalm and then start walking away.
mean it. We all had gunshots. If we left that woman away, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah,
She
right.
was- She might have been on a wheelchair, but goddamn, those arms, they can aim.
Why should I worry about if Haruno can control himself when you can't even do it? You rely on your emotions to fight, right, Kaida? Learn to use them properly.
No, I relied on my psychic powers. It's just that the emotions kinda amplify them. And me getting
Yeah,
gunshots and the unexpected gunshots doesn't really stabilize me, so to speak. I wasn't not expecting the gunshots. If I was expecting a gunshot from the get-go, who knows? Maybe I would have been more calm.
Just a lot
And
to consider.
and their actions
today.
this day and the past couple.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about.
Very
A
much
lot
it is.
to try to stabilize in his mind.
Anything else you're thinking about? Well, Rose sat across from you.
Just surprised that looking over at Ro, surprised that he made it out. Good for him. I don't think he cares. And then looking over at Glassy and just thinking, how did she make it out? Seemingly unharmed.
She probably wasn't contributing that much to the helicopter as a distraction when you kind of boiled it down to it.
Just probably mild nuisance.
And Juju will say, wherever your journeys take you, just know the town of Two Harbors will always welcome you back.
Thank you for your kindness and hospitality, Mayor Juju. Really, it's appreciated.
He senses that there is a bit of somberness to everyone here. He steps out of the way and he says, "Fair skies, travelers." And Terry and Bartan kind of gesture you guys to follow, and so you do. Helki and Nasha wave you guys goodbye, and some of you may return happy waves. And so,
I'll wave.
I mean, I can also tell you my number.
and she will begin to You just take a moment. You pull up her contact information. And you begin to punch in her number. And
Okay,
as you
do I
finish,
have her number?
you do have her number.
It's that easy.
Do you take a picture? Do you take a picture of her for your contact photo?
Her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture together.
Oh, that's very sweet. And so, you take a selfie, and she's got the smile that she has on her token.
Yeah.
And what else do you do? She's waiting expectantly.
All right.
The farewell kiss. Do it.
If we.
Dr. Sutherland.
Malik, I don't care what Malik, I don't care what you're saying. I know Sutherland said that. I know this man said that from a distance.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Say it.
What do you do? What do you do, kind of?
I'm gonna punch Malik. Single action. Flurry of
Besides
blows.
punching Malik, what do you do?
Dude, I have her number. What else? I'm gonna say, if we're gonna meet again. That's a guaranteed.
Yeah.
But promise me, you'll stay strong, right?
Always, without a doubt.
And then I'm gonna lean for a kiss,
And she will welcome it.
and I'll raise a leg.
Oh.
I'm sorry. He what?
He raises her leg. This is so
That's it. That's it, Jeffrey Sutherland. You're sentenced to testicle twist.
Farewell as you guys embark on the shuttle, kind of perhaps rest in the soft cushions of the seats the shuttle has provided. Kind of take the moment to ponder. You've completed a task. You have freed prisoners that some of you might have been wrongfully incarcerated. Some of them might have been used for what could be consequently called slave labor. But most importantly, you have eliminated a member of Shizunui Ikari. And so, now you await your next series of orders. But of course, there will be a substantial amount of time spent to train, rest up, and just work at Nazarick, as that is your main job, of course. But of course, the question will linger on your mind: what will happen to Haruno? Those will win the session.